Okay, so on my screen right here, we've gone to agent.kw.com, and that's where we're going to start today. So you are at the listings and landing pages class. We're going to go over how Command shows you your listings, how you can use it basically as good as the MLS, if not better, and then how you can advertise that using landing pages, how you can find your leads that come from the landing pages, and then we'll dabble a little bit in neighborhoods. And if you can see my screen right here, if you could also type in yes, that will help me as well. So we're gonna just put our username and password and click on sign in. Thank you so much. And today I will be playing the role of Lori Godfrey. And we always want to make sure your marketing profile is set up. And I'm sure you guys have been to our classes and you're all professionals, but just really quick, I just want to show you what that will look like. If you can just come over here on the right-hand side where it says your name and has your picture. And if it doesn't have your picture, feel free to send us a headshot and we can get that adjusted for you. We're going to click on settings. And right away, this will tell you whether or not your marketing profile is set up. So on the left-hand side, we're going to click connect settings. And there's your marketing profile right there. We'll give Command a second to catch up. Okay, so the marketing profile you can see is set up. And the most important thing of the marketing profile is that this little green button is toggled on to use my information to brand my agent site. That's where almost everything pulls from as far as marketing goes. So you're just going to want to make sure that's set up. And if not, here's a little link. If you just click on that link, you just have to put in your market center number. We can help get that set up for you. So we're just going to scroll through, make sure everything, especially with the red asterisks, is filled out. And everything looks good to me. So for today, we're going to get started with our listing. So that is going to be on the left-hand side. And here's our listings. If we hover over it, if we click on the red KW in the top left-hand corner, that will also tell us what each one of these little icons is. This one looks like a yard sign. So we're just going to click on that. And we'll wait for Command to catch up. Perfect. So here are my listings. If I don't have any listings here, it may be A, because I don't have a listing, or B, because I haven't hit sync my MLS. And it just takes one time of clicking on that. You have to type in the MLS ID number. And it will send you a link to claim, yes, this is my listing. And then from there on, they'll speak back and forth with each other. So here are my listings here. We're going to start with this one. And you can see all the details are here. We've got our KWLS ID number, the last update. This is pretty much everything your MLS is giving you. We've also got the neighborhoods, fees, taxes, area, and school information, which is great. And this pulls directly from your MLS. If we wanted to look and see if there's any open houses listed, we could do that here, any virtual tours or any links. But I'm going to show you how you can advertise your listings by using the consumer app. So on the left-hand side, we're going to click on consumer. And this is the fun part. So it just takes us to this basic page right here. It'll show us our website, but what we're going to do is a landing page. So we're going to click on landing pages right here. And here's pages that we've already done. And we want to say create a new page. One more time, it's going to say, are you sure you don't want this on your website? Basically, we're saying, yes, we do want this as a landing page. So we'll click on that and click on create page. And the first thing I always do is rename the page because otherwise I forget and I have to go back and rename it. And if you've been doing command for a while, this is how you do it as well. So for this one, we're just going to pick a random house for sale. All right, so we've got it named. And the first thing I do is, and we're going to play with a lot of these widgets, but I'm just going to show you the order which I usually do it, and then you can do it however you would like. But the first thing I do is grab agent branding. So you can see if I hover over it right here, it highlights it. So I can click on it and drag it over. We've got a green ribbon showing us where it's going to drop. So we're just going to drop it right there. If we don't like the way something looks, we can always just click on it. And then you see a little trash can right here. We can always just delete that. I'm actually going to save agent branding for a little bit later. We're going to grab the branded header. My bad. There, that looks a little bit better. So we've got our team name, our information, our phone number, and our email address. And then I'm just going to get straight to the point and grab my listing. So we're going to grab this little for sale sign and drag it over here. And you can see the green line is below my branded header. If I wanted it to go above, that's where it would go. The green line will indicate where we're going to drop it. So we just grab it, drag it over here, and then release your mouse. This is a default listing. You've all seen this before, especially if you've created a landing page. There was a little bit of a glitch where that was all we saw. I have a question coming in saying, what does landing page mean? It just means it's a single page. So it's not like a full-on website. It's just one page. So this is really good for open houses or, you know, just a single listing. And then you can use it in your Facebook marketing. You can create a QR code if you do like flyers or something like that. And that will take everyone directly to this one page. All right, and that's how that default listing appears. It's very detailed, looks really good. We're going to configure the widgets here in a minute, but first we're just going to get all our widgets, basically all of our templates in place where we want them. So the next one we're going to do is a lead form. So we've provided a little bit of value for our clients. We've provided some information, and then basically we're saying, let us know if you want to know more about this property. So we just dragged that widget right over and dropped it in. Now below that, maybe you've got a video, maybe you've got some drone footage of a fabulous property that you're trying to get sold. So we're just going to grab the video and it puts it right there. So you see we grabbed it from right here and just dropped it over there. You can also do a market snap, which will give your clients a good idea of what it's looking like as far as competitive pricing in that area, price per square foot, etc. And then at the very bottom, you can either do agent branding, and that's what that looks like, or I like to use the legal footer. And so you can see everything we did on the left-hand side. That's just basically our preview of everything we're doing. So now we get to the fun part and we get to configure our widgets. So right down here on the bottom right-hand corner, you see it says configure widgets. We're going to click on that and we want to start at the very beginning. It took us to 6 out of 6 because that's where my mouse was. So branded header, if I wanted to configure that, I could. So you could say, welcome to my open house. You see, I've done that one before, but you could just say, you only get 30. Yeah, so you've only got 30 characters. So I would probably just put the address in here again. But whatever you want, you can put that in there. And as soon as I click save and apply, it will update it. So it's got my name, my phone number. That's everything looks right. So on the bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to click on save and apply. And you can see it updated it right here. And if you don't like how that looks, you can take it out, whatever you want. The only thing we can't do is basically format it. We can't change, the font it's in. We can't center it any more than it is. And we only have 30 characters to work with. So just FYI on that. Okay, so that looks good to me. So I'm going to go up to the top right here. See, it says branded header 1 out of 6. I'm going to click on this right arrow and it's going to take me to, this is my second widget out of 6. So here's my listing widget, and I'm just going to click on browse listings. And you can see you can search by property address or MLS number or KWLS ID. I'm going to look by property address and click on search. And this is the one we want right here. So we'll just go ahead and click on select. And on the right-hand side, if you accidentally click the wrong listing, you can change that listing. If you prefer maybe a kitchen photo instead of, it's really small, but if you prefer the kitchen photo rather than a front yard view, you can switch that out. Just any of these really, but we're just going to go with the front yard view and then click on save and apply on the bottom right-hand corner. All right, and there it is. And it's got all the information that we've put into the MLS. So 2691 square feet, 5-bedroom, 4-bath, built in 2017. Here's our description with an update about an open house. Here's our slideshow. All the details and features. And then our map showing us exactly where it is. And we can even do street view if we want. So that's just kind of a preview of what we're going to see. So that looks good to me. I'm going to hit save and apply. And we're going to click on the right arrow. Sorry, it will save it. You just have to say move forward. Now here's our lead form. It says interested, let's talk. You can change that to anything you'd like. You could say, leave your information for a one-on-one tour. It looks like I'm not limited by characters on this one. So we're just going to save and apply. And if you don't like what that looks like, you can change it to anything you'd like. And we'll click on the right arrow to move us forward. Here's our video. So we're going to call this drone footage. This is the wrong house, but I just grabbed some great footage that one of our agents did in my old office. Description, check out this $1 million view. So we are going to use a video URL because this is uploaded to YouTube already. So we're just going to grab this and copy it. So I already had this ready to go on YouTube. And then I just copied that URL directly from, I'll show you again, directly from the address bar. So I just hit my right button, copy, came back over to command and then hit paste. And then we're going to hit save and apply. And we'll show you the finished product as soon as we get done. All right, let's move on to widget 5 of 6. So top right-hand corner, clicking on that arrow. And this is our header for the neighborhood trends. So I guess if I knew the name of the neighborhood, I would put that here. Let's see. You could even write the address. We'll see what else. Whatever subdivision we're in, you could add that there too. And then postal code. Let's see. A3406. There we go. All right, perfect. So like I said, anything pretty much goes here for the header, however you want to attract their attention, gain their interest, postal code, and then you can automatically select from the drop-down menu here. This information is gathered by Nextdoor. So if there are any issues with a neighborhood not being in the exact location that it's supposed to be, or if it's been expanded to include another neighborhood, you can always reach out to KWRI and see if they can expedite that request for you. So we're going to click on save and apply. And you can see it immediately makes those adjustments on the left-hand side. And we can see exactly what our clients are going to see. And we're going to click forward to 6 out of 6. So top right-hand corner, just click on the right-hand arrow. And this is an opportunity to put in our social media if we don't already have it listed, which it looks like she does. We've already got our DBA logo in. So everything looks good there. We're going to click on save and apply. Now that we've checked everything out as we went through it, we are going to click on Save Landing Page. We could also click on Publish Page either way. Save Landing Page, I just want you to see the difference. It says, are you sure you want to save this page as a draft? We're going to click on Yes, Save It. So it takes us back to this main page from before, and then to see it, because initially it looks like, where's my page that I just created? So just remember, when we're creating landing pages, open houses, or a single listing page, it will be under landing pages. So if we click over here, we can see we've got a draft. Now we can add more to it if we would like, or we can go ahead and just publish it. And we're going to click on those 3 dots. It'll take us back to the page. This time we're going to click on Publish Page. And are you sure you want to update an active page? We're going to say yes, update it. Again, it takes us back to our agent site pages. And we have to remember to click on landing pages. And there you can see I've got the green status right here, the green toggle button over. So that means it is live. You can also see how many leads have come in from the different pages that we've created. You can't see how many clicks, but you can see how many leads. So we've got 0 leads so far. On the right-hand side, the 3 dots right here. So we can edit, change URL, we can deactivate it, which is similar to just toggling off this green button, or we can delete it if we want to start from scratch. I always prefer to change URL just to make it a little bit more user-friendly, and I just change it to the address, especially so I can keep track of my pages. Remember, this is a slug, so no spaces or special characters. So I just gave it the house number and the street, and we'll click on create. And I'm going to click on the link. And this is what the finished product, this is what your consumer is going to see. They are going to think that you created a website just for their property, which is awesome. There's the slideshow, the map. We're going to go ahead and test this out and do, we're going to put in a lead. So this is exactly what your clients are going to be doing when you send them this page, whether you do it through emails, through Facebook. And then here's our sweet video if you have drone footage or anything like that.
Helps Idaho. Let's talk about 63.
It's a little loud, sorry. And then it'll show us the neighborhood and we can scroll. 2 active listings, no pending listings, see what services are nearby. This is great value for your clients. Now, if you are somebody who does print or even digital marketing, there's a quick way to do a QR code for this. And we can do it for you if you'd like, but I do have some time today that I can actually show you the QR code generator. There it is. Code generator. It's the first one that pops up right here. Let's see. Is it? Hold on one second. Sorry. QR. There we go. QR-code-generator.com. And I'll put that in the comments as well. But if you want to do something like this for your clients, it's super easy to create. So basically, we're going to take our landing page, which is, we've got it open right here. So we'll just take the URL directly from the address bar, and we're going to hit copy. Come over here, and we're going to paste that in. You can see it's doing its thing right there. And we're going to say download. And as soon as it's done, it very quietly usually pops up on the left-hand side. And let me see, it popped up over on the wrong screen. Bring that over here for you. It's not gonna let me drag it over. Sorry, one second. Here we go. It's like the menus that we all had to use during COVID. There we go. Can you guys see that? So if you held up your phone to that, and you went to the photo app, that would immediately take you to the listing landing page that we just created. And we will change the share. We'll go back over here. All right, guys, are we back on the right screen? Can you see me over there? And does anyone have any questions while we're here? Because we do have a little bit of time. Okay, so we are going to complete the lead. We said, I am not a robot, and we're going to send that. And now we're going to go back to Lori's. Thank you. We're going to go back to her command website. And you can see we have this little bell notification right here, a new oh, that's not the one. Hold on, we're gonna go to contacts and see if I come over that way. So on the left-hand side, we're gonna click on this little icon of the person. And let's see. Oh, it knows that my phone number is invalid. Sorry, guys. Let's do. I have to do like an old childhood phone number or something. Let's try this one. It's too smart. All right, here we go. It doesn't like my phone number. All right, well, we're going to move along and pretend that it did like my phone number, and we're going to see that this came in as a lead. So we're just going to click on this little contact that we got based on our lead form. And here we can see that they viewed the listing. And from here, we can even add a neighborhood. Let's see, we're going to do Palm Coast, Florida, just for fun. Let's do Flagler Beach. And we can zoom in. So if you know this client wants to move, to Florida, they want to be on an ocean hammock subdivision or tidelands, you can scroll in. Let's add that one. And let's add the C section also, and we'll click on save. And then you can see here's the activity. And we subscribe them to that for them. So they don't necessarily have to go in and do it themselves. They can go in and favorite properties themselves, but we can assign them the neighborhoods. And then from here, we would recommend probably setting them up on a smart plan. And we do encourage you to watch our smart plans class. It looks like she is subscribed to one currently, but we could just click on add to smart plan. And here's our library, and it looks like she is subscribed to that one. We could do any of those that we like from here, or we can go to campaigns and add her that way. Campaigns one is like the megaphone right here. And we do have a smart plans class that concentrates just on that. All right, well, I've got a couple of questions here. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to ignore you. When I created the landing page, oh, you betcha, I will help you. So when I did the landing page, we were on this consumer app on the bottom left-hand corner. And then it will always automatically take you to this oversight page, and it'll show you your main website, but that's not what we're playing today. So we're going to click on landing pages right here. It's right next to agent site pages, kind of on the left-hand side. And then we just said create a new page on the right-hand side. Oh, thank you. You guys are helping each other. I love that. Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss any questions. It's kind of a quick class today, but it's super simple, and you can do this for every single listing that you have. You can do it for an open house. If you wanted to do just like a generic open house page, it doesn't have to be specific to a listing, or you can make it specific to a listing. It's whatever you'd like. But if you, let's say you're doing an open house kind of last minute for somebody, just real quick, come in here, create a new page, add the title, let's see, branded header is the one that we like. You could do a lead form. Just grab it, drag it, and drop it. And then we'll just do a legal footer. And then just click on publish page. Yes, update it. Come back here to landing pages. And then we can just rename it open house, or you don't have to rename it at all. But if you had your laptop open at the open house, you could just tell people, hi, welcome to my open house. This is our sign-in sheet. You know, maybe you're doing a drawing, who knows, adding value for them to register. But let's see, is there any way to customize the menu tab? I guess I don't know what you mean by menu tab. There's a lot of it that's customizable, and there's also, as you've noticed, a lot that's the way it is, unfortunately. Oh, the menu tab. And would that be from like the home screen? Because we can definitely, we can customize this page. If we click on customize home. And then this way you can see like leads that come in right away. Give it a refresh. Can you use the landing page for blogging? That's a good question. I mean, let's see. Let's take a look and see how much leeway we get within the landing pages. We have to work inside the widgets is the only thing. So we're going to create a new page as a landing page. Download my app, your local expert. Legal footer lead form. You know, there's not a ton of free space in here. You know what? There is a content block though. And if you created something on a Google Doc, you could copy it into the text content blocks. You bet. I will go over how to generate the code. It's so simple. It makes me feel tech savvy. It shouldn't be that easy. Okay, so let's say you created a blog in using a Google Doc. So a Google Doc, it's just like a Microsoft Word, but it plays much nicer with command. So you would just go to the circle of circles right here in your Google page. Click on that, scroll down to where it says Docs. And this is one that I did for a class last week. It's sold listings, which a lot of people are asking for command to have a sold listings page. So if you're interested in that, go to ideas.kw.com and upvote that. But we did create this page in my last class, command 201, and then we were able to add that in. So if you added a blog right here, if you just wanted to have it be your own stuff, you could definitely freeform whatever you want in here and then just paste it in. Do you want me to show you how to paste it in real quick? We have to use shortcuts, and I'm using a PC. So using a Mac, it's a little bit different, but I always do Control A to select it all, Control C to copy it. And then let's go back over here and drag a text block over there. And then I just use Control V, and there it is. So essentially you could, I know Homekeeper, and most of you should have Homekeeper. It's just one of the benefits that you get through Keller Williams. They have blogs. I mean, it's pre-formatted, you know, pre-written. It requires a little effort on your part. And I think it's updated almost weekly. So that's something that I would recommend adding actually to your website so that you have that consistent content. And then the QR code. So we just grabbed our URL from the address bar. So we're going to do Control C. And the site that I like is qr-code-generator.com. Here, let me just put that in the chat as well. And then we just pasted that in there. And now it's ready to download. It's going to open up on my other screen again. But it very quietly just pops up right here. And it's just like those menus that we all used in the thick of COVID. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you got some good quality out of this class, and I hope you have a terrific weekend. I will stop the recording now, but if you want to stay on for any additional questions, I'm happy to stick around. And as always, please join us, support@scottleroymarketing.com if you have any questions at all.